Okay guys, welcome to Go Cinema. If you guys like the video, click the like button and subscribe. So today we have a new type of video. It's going to be where I go over a game that I found and explain their mistakes, try to fix it, and try to help you guys apply it to your own games so you guys can improve. So today we're going to be looking at a game that I found on Fox, the website called Fox. It's a Chinese Go website, and it's going to be a game between the white player, which is 10k, and the black player, who is 12. So game starts off the very common 4-star, just on the 4 dots opening, and from here black chooses to attack the 3-3. Now from here, white, it doesn't really matter for white which way they go because there are no real stones around it. Doesn't really matter, but in this case white opts to go down here, and now it leads to a normal 3-3 pattern. But one change that they could make is white could go here instead of going straight out. White could have gone here, which leads to something like this, where white keeps the corner but gives away a little bit of this side, with a little bit of potential kind of building up right here. But instead white opts to go straight out. Not a big mistake, no real difference. It's what you want. They both work. And from here, this is where we see black's first mistake, going down here. Now in the past this has been a good pattern, but the problem is when it ends like this, the white is a little too strong and we kind of wasted a lot of our moves. So nowadays black pushes out one more, white goes, and then now it's black's turn. So black gets a turn and white has less of a wall. This bottom part is still open, and now that's black's turn. Black could go, if they want, something like this, kind of making this wall less effective. But in this case black went down there, which is the first mistake. When you do this 3-3 pattern, don't go down here, go up here and play it out like this. But if we keep going, black goes here, and this is where we see another mistake. White, instead of going B, making a tiger mouse shape, went A. This is not the correct pattern. This shows that white does not know this pattern. The problem with this is they are trying to connect or protect both weaknesses, but this weaknesses is not fully connected. If black goes here, white has to connect, black goes down. If white disconnects us, we can do something like this, where white's wall is fully useless, and now instead black has this nice side area starting to make a little bit of territory. So that's a pretty big mistake. Going here makes white lose pretty much all of this wall, and oppositely black gains a lot of territory. So don't do this move. Go B when you play out this pattern, and make sure you know a pattern when you're trying to use it in a game. Now in this game, black goes 3-3 again, and they do the same thing. Same mistakes. Black going down here again instead of here, and white going here instead of here. So know your patterns and make sure you play them out correctly so you don't make mistakes like this. And you have to make sure you're playing the right patterns so you do not repeat your mistakes. As you can see, they are both repeating their mistakes because they both do not know this pattern. So make sure you know what you're doing. Do not repeat the same mistakes over and over. Now, another big mistake is black going right here. When you look at this board, now that it's black's turn, black should be looking at the biggest place on the board. He should be valuing moves like this. Pretty big. These moves, big. Like there is so much space on the board, and he opted to go in this cramped area right here. And if you try to evaluate this, let's see, it gains no territory. Black gained no territory, maybe like 1. And oppositely, if white went somewhere like this, white also gains no territory. Both sides are open. Black could attack like this, even like this. There is no territory for black or white to gain from here. So there should be absolutely no reason for black to play A right here. Instead, he should have gone somewhere big, like I showed over here, and played the place where it gives you the most value. So a second point they should take away is look for the area on the board that is the biggest, most value, unless there's something important like urgent. If there isn't, like right here, let's go back. Right here, when there is nothing important, you have the whole board, it's your turn. Make sure you evaluate moves, value them, see which one is most valuable. Make sure you go on the biggest place. Don't make mistakes like this, but this literally loses you like 30, 40 territory if you make a mistake. So make sure to do that. But in this case, black goes there, and now the white can attack here, gaining a lot of territory. Oppositely, if you did go something like this, it should have played out like that, where you have even more territory. You shouldn't have lost the move here. And now you could have played it out going somewhere like this, getting a ton more territory with this shape. People call this like a bird, like a wing on each side, like a bent shape, which is a really good shape. Black could have got a shape something like this, but instead he went here, which literally lost him like all this potential in territory. So make sure to evaluate where you want to go and make sure you go to the right spots. Now, this just plays out pattern, and another mistake pops up. Another thing that a lot of beginners do, and this is one thing that you should really change if you want to really improve your game. So right here, when white Ataris, black just simply connects. And the problem here is that a lot of people, when they play, they just look at where white goes and respond to it. They don't really think about the outcome or result of what this move does. In this case, you don't need to even connect this. Connecting this saves you 1 stone, maybe a little bit of hassle, but there is so much bigger moves around the board that connecting this is losing you so much in the game. Like going somewhere here, even if they take, you can just Atari. All your stones are fully connected. White captured 1 stone. This isn't even a territory. These are all disconnected. These are in danger. You have no weaknesses. Like there is no downside to not connecting that. You gained more, you got stronger from not connecting. But because a lot of people don't really think about it, they just immediately respond to where the opponent goes. So make sure when the opponent does something, don't always try to respond, but always, like I said, look at the board, go on the biggest spot. Even if you lost this stone, and let's say maybe 1 more stone, going somewhere like over here gains you like 20 territory, it's gonna be worth more than those 2 stones. So you have to value your moves, and you have to always go for the highest value move. So that's gonna be the 3 points that we're gonna look at for today. So as a quick recap, first point is gonna be over here, where when you do this 3-3, you used to go here, but change it up, go here now, where now it's your turn and white's open down here, and this wall is not as strong as when you go down here. And again, do not repeat your same mistakes. Try not to repeat your mistakes over and over. And now the second point, do not go places like this. Look at the board, value each move. Like, let's say this is 30 territory, 20 territory, 0 territory. What are you going to go for? You're going to go for the highest territory move. Always value your moves and try to go for the biggest one. And lastly, don't just respond to the opponent's move. See what they're trying to do. If it's not a threat, if it's not important, go somewhere big, do something that's better. Don't just blindly respond to the opponent's moves. So that's it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please go check out another one.